Okay, tax, tip, and discount. In general, when you see tax or tip, you're going to add to the total. Okay? When you see any kind of discount, now discount could be in a lot of different ways. Okay, so discount, they could say sale, they could say clearance, they could just say whatever percentage off. Okay, there's straight up, they could say there's a 30% discount. So all of those are good things, right? I don't know about you, but when I walk into a store and I see 50% off, I get real excited. That's because the price is going to come down. Therefore, I'm going to subtract from the total. Okay? Now, in general, when we see percentages, we need to turn them into decimals. So what we're going to do, so let's start with just example 1. If they say a sweater is $35, and then they say tax is 8%. How much is the tax? Okay, so how much is the tax? I take my percentage, which is 8%, okay, and I'm going to dip. Nope, not dib, dip. Which means I take that 8% and I move it to the left twice. 1, 2. So 8% is the same thing as 0.08. Okay, then I need to multiply by whatever I'm buying or whatever there is. So $35, I'm going to take 35 and I'm going to multiply that by 0.08. So 0.08 times 35 is 2.8. Well, remember, when we're talking about money, you wouldn't say I have $2.8. You would say I have $2.80. So they said, how much is the tax? There we go. $2.80. Okay? Here's another one like that, or not like that, but a little bit different. Let's do one with discount real quick. They say shoes are $55 with a 30% discount. How much is the discount? Okay, so you say, all right, first thing I see is that percentage. So I turn that percentage into a decimal. So 30%, I dip to the left twice, so that's equal to 0.30, or just 0.3. Now I multiply by the money. So $55 times 0.3 gives me 16.5, which once again is $16.50. And they're just asking me for the discount, so the discount is $16.50. Okay, so they could specifically ask you, how much is the discount? How much is the tax? How much would be the tip? You have to be careful because they're also going to ask you questions like this. All right, in a department store, a $40 dress is marked save 25%. What is the discount and what is the sale price of the dress? All right, so let's start off with $40 and 25%. Okay, so we turn that 25% into a decimal by going over twice, so that's 0.25. Now we take the 0.25 and we multiply it by $40. So 40 times 0.25 is 10. That is the discount amount. So $10 is the discount amount. So that's the first question, right? What is the discount? What is the sale price of the dress. If they want to find the sale price, we take the original. Remember, this is a discount. We want to pay less, right? So discount, we subtract by the discount. And that's how we get our total price, our final price. So we take the original price, which was $40, subtract the discount amount, and that gives us 30. So the final price, the sale price of the dress is $30. So $30 is final sale price. And make sure you're writing this entire word problem. I know we hate writing this much, but it is what it is. Okay, so $30. Here's the next one, example 4. Okay, in a grocery store, a $12 case of soda is labeled get a 20% discount. Yay, we want discounts. Okay, what is the discount and what is the sale price of the case of soda? All right, so $12 is important and 20%. So we take that 20%, we turn it into a decimal by going over to the left twice. So that's 0.2. I take 0.2 times it by the money, which is $12. And that gives me 2.4, which is $2.40. Okay, so $2.40 is the discount amount. Okay, then once again, if it's a discount, that means subtraction, right? Discount, we want to pay less, so we need to lower the price. So we take the original minus the discount to give us the sale price. Okay, so the original amount was 12 minus $2.40, and that should give us 9.6, which is $9.60 total sale price. Example number, what is this, 5? All right, the price of a new car is $29,960. Okay, well, actually, let's just box that in. If the sales tax, so tax, remember, tax means that we're going to add at the end, okay? Tax. If the tax rate is 6.5%, then how much sales tax is going to be charged, and what is the total cost of the car, including the tax? All right, so just like we start off by turning 6.5%. Now, a lot of times students say, well, Ms. Beck, there's already a decimal. No, you still have to go to the left twice. So that is equal to 0.065. So I take that number and I multiply it by 29,990. So 2990 times 0.065. All right, so that gives us 1949.35, and that's all money. So 1,949 in sales tax, in tax. Okay, now you never say, yay, I need to go pay taxes. No, because you have to pay more money. So to find tax, you take the original amount and you add whatever the tax amount was to give you the sale price or the final price or the total cost, whatever, however they word it. So I take the original, which was 29,990. I add 1,949 and 35 cents, and I should get $31,939.35 total. Okay, last one, and then you have your practice problems. All right, your parents took your family out to dinner. Yay. Your parents wanted to give the waiter a 15% tip. Okay, so 15%. And then remember, tip. Tip, you have to add to your total. In general, when you see the tip or the tax, that T, just think of that as a plus sign. All right, so just add. All right, if the total amount of the dinner was $42, what should be paid to the waiter as a tip? All right, so we go ahead and we turn our 15% into a decimal by going to the left twice. So that's 0.15. So 0.15 times the total amount of the dinner, which was $42, gives us 6.3, which is $6.30 for the tip. Tip to waiter. Okay. Now I know that was the end of the question, is how much should be paid to the waiter as a tip. But also let's just go ahead and pretend like it said, and how much was the total bill. So if they asked you for the total bill, you would take the original and you would add in the tip to give you the total. So the original was $42. You tipped him $6.30, giving the total bill $48.30. Okay? All right, here are your practice problems, your 6 practice problems. Make sure you're careful on what I'm asking you for. Okay?